I'm out of words actually. You're adult person wearing those stupid t-shirts. It's like it's not normal, man. And you have those weird, stupid hats, and you play games that are for kids. Come on, you have you ever heard of deodorant? All your Magic the Gathering friends are. I can't even explain it. It's insane. I'm sorry, but you're a freak. I know, I know. But have you looked yourself in the mirror lately? Fortunately, there is room for us as freaks. Welcome to Space Freaks. This is published by Lautapelit and in cooperation with Strong Games and designed by Max Wikström. Here we gather the freaks of the galaxy, put them in a common area or arena, stream it live through all the galaxy's wide audience, and we have fun looking at these freaks fighting it out. Yeah, it's a freak show, but it's sci-fi, so no harm, no foul, right? Each player will receive their tableau here, purple, orange, green and blue. You have the 4 colors, and each color also comes with their own deck. These decks are identical to each other, except for the color, of course. And they have a symbol here for the left arm and right arm and torso and legs. And they can be used, accordingly on your board. So the right arm is usually the gun, the attacking thing, and the left arm is the defense or something else. The torso is your health, and the legs is just movement speed. And that's the generic things, and they also come with additional things. Now, coincidentally, on the board you see the copy of my last play, and 3 players chose the same torso, going for the most health, and also going for a ricochet. That means that when you're attacked, you also deal damage to the other player attacking you. And that is actually quite a nice thing to have. And when 3 out of 4 players choose the same thing, well, even though you have a lot of cards here, there's not that much excitement going on. There are small differences, but in the whole, it's not the same. It's not a big deal. But what is the game about? Well, you want to place your freaks out in your area, and you see here you have these lines that designates an area. So you have your home base, your outer base, and the common area in the middle, and also the landing zone in the middle. And if you end up here at the end of your turn, you get points. And points is what you want, of course. And if you eliminate another freak, you get points. And you can also get more aliens, and you put your disc on it to manage that, or you can get some robots and get your disc on it to manage that. And you can use these pink cubes here to indicate which freaks or thing you have activated this round. Now, that's simple enough. To get points, you have to go to landing zone, kill the other freaks, or shoot at the freaks' other players' bases, and they can't be destroyed. Or finish objectives which you have on your hand. And you always need to play an objective, and you always want to complete it because you get points. And you see here on the track, you get up to 10 points, you can draw more cards. And these cards you start with, they can alter the rules of the game in your benefit. And the only way to get new cards is getting these 3 spots here, 10, 20 and 30 points to get more cards. So it's very valuable, and since you can't get any new ones, you want to keep them for the best opportunity. Well, that's what the game is about. So each player has 3 freaks indicated by white, black and your own color disc. And they are also represented by these cubes. These cute little cubes, white, black and your color. And these are placed on the health track, this in instance 12. So you can keep track on how much health each freak has left. So whenever a cube goes to 0, it's eliminated and you get it back. You can also get these aliens and droids which don't have health. They have some kind of armor and they need to be killed in a different way. So they don't have a own track here. They just have 2 health, so 1 damage, 2 damage and it's gone. So these are just kind of a proxy, and then they will help you eventually, maybe, possibly. So on my turn, I will place my freaks, if not already on the board. You can move them as many numbers as it says on the feet. In this case, it's 9 and no additional steps. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You just move 1 hex further on. And in that way, you can shoot, you can go into certain places for the objectives, and well, that's it. Combat is straightforward. You have my character here, and he's a freak. So freaks, of course, can't shoot from here to here. They can only shoot in straight lines, and straight lines being the 6 directions from here. So that direction, and that direction, and this direction, not this direction or anything. So to shoot him, I need a straight line. So move down here, we have a straight line, and I can shoot him if my weapon allows it. So I have a range of 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's sufficient. So I will attack him, and I will damage him automatically. And of course I need to look at his defense, and he has the armor torso, which means I take damage myself. And that's it. It's pretty straightforward. Well, that's Space Freaks. And you kind of know the rules now to play this game. It's very simple. Your movements rules are on the cards, and your health, and you just shoot, and you try to win. And that is why I wonder why there are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 symbols here that requires it. There are many times I have to look up the rules in this game. That is like, what if this happens when this happens, or what if, when if, whatever if, and what the heck is this icon? So for a game that is so simple, it has so many, it requires so many times to look up in the rules. So the rule book is not the best I've seen, and it's kind of convoluted. It's just too much for what the game actually is. And one gripe I have with the game is player elimination. Well, you're not ever out of the game. But okay, the rules are like this. You have your freaks, you do your stuff. Let's say I have my 3, I'm purple, okay. I will try to move around here, shoot at this orange guy, he will get damage, and move this guy over here, and well, I can't do anything yet, move this here. Okay, so I've done my turn, I didn't kill anyone this time. Then orange goes, and he eliminates me. Okay, not a big deal. He moves over here and shoots me here, and he moves this guy here, shoots me there. Okay, I'm still alive. Then green comes in, and he has a guy here, kills my guy. And yeah, of course, this blue person was here all the time, wasn't he? Oops. And he finished my last freak. Okay, it's my turn. Now what I do on my turn is to move the freaks I have on the board, and at the end of my turn, I place my dead freaks out. Yes, that was my turn. Yay, said no one ever. That is, I can't even, you know. So orange goes next. Oh, look here, we have purple up for grabs. I'm gonna shoot this guy, and then green goes. Oh, look here, I can shoot this guy through the mountains because I have the weapon, and he dies, and blue comes in, and well, I have 1 left. So my next turn is to move this 1 freaking freak, and I can place this out again, and my turn is over. Yay. Okay, so I made a change to the rules that way. At the beginning of your turn, if you have any dead freaks, put them out, use them, and have fun. Because that is what the game is about. It's just a shoot fest, to run around, shoot each other people's down, and do it all over again, and try to score the most points, and getting the objectives and stuff. And it's so annoying that we lose your entire turn and your next turn, because the next turn you're probably just placing out your freaks anyway. Yeah, so I posted on The Geek about that change, and actually the designer himself, he didn't disagree. He said it was a nice idea, and the concept was that if you only have 1 freak on the board, you will take your turn faster. Sure, but you have no freaks on the board, you have no fun on the game. And that is what this game is about, it's having fun. You know, it's just a bunch of random effects and builds. So these freaks that you build at the beginning of the game, they have stats. And yeah, they are different, but they really don't matter that much. You have a bit of more firepower, a bit strength, a bit armor. It's minor details, and they seem to have so much stuff around these things in the freak. They build up so much around this, and you just build it at the beginning of the game. And sometimes with this judges card, they can say, oh, you all get a new head, or you go change your thingy. And yeah, okay, you can do that. But really, these freaks are, it's kind of a bit of much information here with all the 18 icons just to represent a fairly simple game, which it is. Now, with that over with, I do enjoy the game. Yes, with this rule about placing your freaks in the beginning of the turn. You do your turn, you shoot other guys, you try to make the most of it, and you try to score your objective cards, and you try to just have fun. And that is what this game is about, just have fun. And run around the map and try to do the best, shoot them, and oh, I'm sorry, oh, no, I didn't mean to do that, of course I did, but I have no choice, no other choice. And yeah, there are many details in the game that you can add, like turrets and other stuff, and the other side of the board, of course. But all in all, it's a fun game, but it really, I struggle with the complexity of the rules for such a simple game, and the freak rule. But I'm not sure if there's actually an expansion out, but there was supposed to be one expansion which added rules for the game, and one of the rules should be to place your freaks at the beginning of the game, of the turn, I mean. And that is one of the best things ever. So there isn't any chance in this game except for the cards you draw and the objectives you draw. Otherwise, you have control of your actions. But of course, with 4 players, a lot of things will happen before your turn again. So you try to position yourself the best way you can. But then you have 3 other players doing their plans and doing their game-breaking cards and just screwing up everything. And that's the point. So I do enjoy Space Freaks, but it's just not on the top, but it is enjoyable. So I hope I made an impression on you on whether or not this is a game for you. I certainly think that most people will find it entertaining, at least. But it's not a deep thinking game. There is no real strategy involved. You just have fun destroying each other. And yeah. So, thank you so much for watching this episode. I hope you've been enjoying this. And sorry for my sore throat. I'm having a sore throat for 3 weeks now. It's really annoying. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this episode of The Northman. And until next time, as they say on the Dice Tower, have fun gaming. See ya.
Thanks so much for watching the Dice Tower videos. Find more great videos and reviews, as well as our top-rated audio podcast at Dicetower.com. You can also find other great shows at Dicetowernetwork.com. I'm Eric Summerer, and you've been watching The Dice Tower. The Dice Tower is sponsored by Cool Stuff Inc., where you can find great games for great prices. Cool stuff in stock. Check them out at CoolStuffInc.com.